Good morning, Mustafa here with Anisa Tabiat YouTube channel, and I'm riding from Cumberland, Maryland to Georgetown, Washington, D.C. on the C&O Canal. And I'm bringing you along for the ride. The unofficial record for completion of this towpath is 11 hours and 41 minutes. I neither have the interest nor the capability to finish it in that time frame. However, I am on a time crunch. Spain is playing France tomorrow in the World Cup semifinal at 3 p.m. My goal is to enjoy this towpath and get home in time to watch the game. Let's get going. Lock 75. So I guess there are 75 locks on this towpath. Mile marker 164, just reached 20 miles at a steady pace of 10 miles an hour. So far, the path has been beautiful, green and shaded. It's very pleasant. I don't know how long it's going to stay like that, but what I do know is that the canals were America's highway system about 200 years ago, and just before the rails came onto the scene. This canal, the construction on this canal commenced in 1825, and I think it was completed in the 1850s. It stretches about 184.5 miles from Georgetown, Washington to Cumberland, Maryland. But the intended destination was Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which it never got to. However, today, I think the National Park Service has maintained or constructed a path that goes past Cumberland and goes all the way to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's an additional 180 miles from Cumberland, which is a pretty cool project for a different day. I found out about that too late. But I'm excited about what's up ahead. I think I haven't seen any of the culverts or the aqueducts yet. Also, I'm very excited to see the Paw Paw Tunnel. I've heard a lot of things about it, but I haven't seen it yet. So, let's keep going. Paw Paw Tunnel is coming up. Hey. Wow. Oh, that is incredible work. Look at the sheer length of this thing. You need to have lights in here because it's getting dark, but luckily I came prepared.
All right.
Hey.
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too. Enjoy, sorry.
Oh.
Hello. There you go. I finally got to see the coveted Paw Paw Tunnel, and what an incredible piece of work. Kudos to the builders, to the engineers. Look at the size of this thing. They had to dig for a mile under a mountain with giant rocks and boulders to be able to get this done. I think had they gone around it, it would have been 6 or 7 miles, and with the type of rocks that's around here, it's just much too dangerous, and work would have had to stop several times. So because of all of that, they had to stop and do this. So they got it done, and I got to see it. That is incredible. Let's get going. Way up here. Hey, I've reached about 50 miles from where I started, and so far the path looks great. I was just about to let you all know that I haven't hit any detour. As soon as I thought of it, dang it, area closed. I gotta go that way. Hopefully not for too long. Okay, that's a good deal. Paved road. Oh, this was a nice detour. It ran right along the towpath. It's coming to an end. This is a good place to rest and get some water. Every 4.5 miles, water is available, as you can see, and so are the bathrooms. However, this water is not treated. So if you are going to use this, please make sure that you absolutely must bring with yourself a filter, because without it, I don't know how much water you can carry on your own, especially if you're going to start from Cumberland and go all the way to Georgetown. That's a long way. I don't think if anyone can carry that much water. But so water is available. You just got to make sure that you have a filter to drink it safely. So we left the towpath and entered the town. I'll check it out quickly. see what's going on. I definitely know that they have amenities for riders and hikers. There's a lodging location, and I saw signs for Walmart about 24 miles ago. So, looks pretty cool. And I think what is also interesting about the town is that it is sandwiched between Pennsylvania and West Virginia, and it's only a few miles wide. That's just how the maps worked out, I guess. There you go. I think this yellow building right here is a lodging place. I want to go quickly explore this town just for a little bit. See if there's something that we could find to drink. Now that I'm out of the woods, I can tell that it is pretty hot. And there it is. There's a bakery. I don't see a 7-Eleven or anything else, and I do not want to go too far. I guess I'm good. Let's go back. Water should be fine. The scenery after Hancock changed back to what it used to be. I'm not complaining. It's taking care of the heat. I've done about 75 miles and I'm pretty exhausted. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Set up camp and call it a day.
Good morning. What a beautiful morning.
So today I have about over 100 miles to cover. I highly doubt that I'll make it for the game, but I'll be able to catch the highlights. I think I might get there at night tonight. It's okay. The ride is going to be pretty cool. The temperature is saying that it's going to get up to about 92. But if the path was the same as it was yesterday, which I highly think that it's going to be, covered by trees from both sides, I'm not going to feel the heat as much. So let's get going. Just reached Williamsport, Maryland. about 10 in the morning. Just got to a pretty nice overlook. Feeling pretty good? Let's get going. To our left is Shepherdstown, West Virginia, if you just continue for a little bit. Shepherdstown is a college town. Shepherd University is there. And it's a beautiful place with lots of amenities and a lot of great ambience. Next stop is Harper's Ferry. We're getting closer to Harper's Ferry. Yay! Let's go! The bridge is under construction, but still, this is the path. You go up the stairs, cross the bridge, and on the other side is the beautiful and historic Harper's Ferry. It offers a lot of great amenities, great restaurants, and a great place to hang out if you're hiking, biking, or you're just coming here to visit it. In addition, if you go a little bit up, there's a hiking path that gets you all the way to the top and gives you a great view of Harper's Ferry. That is Maryland Heights, and right across from it is the Loudon Heights. A great place to come, visit, and enjoy. Let's get going. I am riding inside the Monocacy Aqueduct. This is a pretty amazing feat of engineering and architecture. So an aqueduct was basically a bridge that carried the canal over a body of water. There are a total of 11 aqueducts, and this one, the Monocacy Aqueduct, is considered the jewel of them all. Let me stop and give you a better look. Look how long this is. So inside, water would flow down here, and that would carry the canal on top of that body of water. And let's take a look at the stonework on this. It is hard to believe that this was constructed 200 years ago and it's still functioning. Wow, that is pretty impressive. So, an aqueduct carried the canal on top of the river. They also have what they call culverts, and culverts are basically a tunnel that goes underneath the canal. And the reason why they had to do that was for all the rainwater and all the streams that would gather. They didn't want that to damage the canal. So they had to dig a hole, dig a tunnel underneath the canal for that to go in. Pretty impressive stuff, eh? For 19th century engineering. Let's get going. Hey there, I decided to call it a day here. I've got about 35 miles left and I do not want to ride in the dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up camp here and get an early start tomorrow. This is also a good place for me to talk about my observations about the towpath and what's available on it. The path is pretty well maintained, not very crowded, and covered with trees from both sides almost the entire way. They act like the AC system, and also when you're riding and the wind naturally evaporates your sweat, it just causes you to cool down. About every 4.5 miles, you come to campsites that is pretty well equipped for a place like this. It's got a water pump and the other basic necessities that you might need. The water, unfortunately, is not treated, so please make sure that you have a water filter with you, or boil the water, or chemically treat it yourself to make sure that you are safe. It is important to remember that there are some stretches of the towpath in which cell service is not available. So unless you exercise caution, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. As far as your bike is concerned, make sure that you have a spare set of tires and tubes if your tires and tubes are not in the best of shape, and also the tools necessary to fix some minor things along the way. I think there was only one place that I saw that was very, very close to the towpath that serviced bicycles, and that was in Hancock. Bug spray if you want. The sunscreen, I don't think if sunscreen is necessary, but keep it with you if you want to. And finally, make sure that you keep your trash with you. Trash bags are available, but there are no trash cans. So anything that you dispose, please make sure that you put it in a bag and carry it with you home. And I think other than that, if you decide to do something like this, enjoy. It's a beautiful ride. Although the path is a little bit monotonous in terms of its scenery. But it is a good exercise and a good way to clear your head and enjoy the ride. All right, I'm gonna set up my tent, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is 6 a.m. Let's get this show on the road. Home stretch. Let's go. We just got to a lock that seems to be in a better condition compared to most. There are a total of 75 locks on the canal, and the purpose of the locks were to serve as the elevator to normalize the variances in the water level. The boat would come in, gates would open, boat would come inside the lock, raise the water or lower it down so the boats could continue on the canal. Pretty impressive, eh? This is lock 21. And right behind it is the lockkeeper's house. And I think this is the very first location. I'm between mile marker 17 and 18. This is the first place where you have water that is treated. Yep. I see no sign. The water is treated. Yay. I think from this point going towards DC, you're good to go with the water. Cold and refreshing. Let's get going. We have made it to the end. It took me 2 days and a couple of hours to finish it off. I'm a little tired. More than my legs, it's my hiney that is in pain. I enjoyed the experience and I hope that you also enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, if you want to add anything, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for being my companion, and I'll see you on the next trail. Bye-bye now.